Checks and balances, my friend.
Checks and balances.
Checks and balances.
It's power. Yeah. It's power grab. We got it. I want all the power.
We got to be careful because we're in a weird time, and all of our enemies are looking like we're literally like about to tear each other apart. Like I do believe that, you know, eventually, maybe not next 5, maybe 10 years, we're probably going to end up in some sort of mini conflict in this country, and that's when the enemies will attack because we're too busy fighting each other.
This is where I think, to a degree, that is starting to not be true.
Okay, let's hear it.
And I wanted to get to this later, but I'll get to it now since you made that statement. Midterms. I'm going to predict, I'm going to make my early prediction for midterms. The Democrats are going to get fucking washed again. And MAGA is going to win again. I don't give a fuck what the Groypers say. I think by the time the midterms come around, the Groypers are going to be the laughingstock of the internet. Because they already kind of are.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, they fucked up because they thought, and this is where I think they're making the miscalculation. They think because what the internet is showing that they're more powerful than they actually are. And they think that they don't need the right wing anymore. However, the only people that were actually giving them some kind of credibility were the right wing. So now they're left to doing the fucking bottom of the barrel shit where now they're like living off of credibility from left wingers. And they're going, see guys, we can reach across the aisle. And it's like, yeah, but you sold out all your fucking fundamentals.
To do it, yep.
You sold out on your morals. Of course, we all know we could reach across the aisle.
Yeah, but it's not even worth it.
What's the compromise? Like, what are we going to compromise on?
Can't compromise with anybody who celebrates Charlie Kirk's death. You can't compromise with somebody like that.
Let's even take it from, yes, absolutely. I agree with you, but let's even take it from an economic standpoint, right? How do we even compromise with them? Because they're all in favor of huge social programs and fucking funding, transgender surgeries and all, and abortions. And how do we even compromise with that? Are they going to give that up?
No.
Are we gonna compromise and say you can have it? We're not even going to fight you anymore.
What would we get for that?
To me, it doesn't matter.
Well, hear me. What would you get for that? Like, what would you be okay with getting for that?
To give up economics?
Let's say no, not just all that.
Funding abortions.
Let's just say we'll take away funding for abortions. We'll cancel that. But we gotta allow trans surgeries for kids. Is that a good trade-off? It's not.
I don't think so.
So then the answer is no. We can't negotiate with terrorists.
How about what would you give them for never touching guns ever again?
Nothing.
No. Meaning, okay, this is what we want. You guys can never fuck with the Second Amendment ever again.
Oh.
But we got to give them something.
We got to give them something.
For that. What's worth giving up that for? Because to me, that's abortion is a hard one. Funding abortions, that's almost like there's nothing like that's more important than that to me. And I'm not trying to like soapbox and, virtue signal here. Honestly, like I don't want our country funding the murder of children.
Yeah, because that's just not good for the overall soul of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when a liberal says that. I don't want this country murdering or funding the murder of children. And they're talking about like the Congo or something.
Yeah.
No, nigga, I'm talking about right here. Literal murder.
Yeah, our kids. Yeah.
Yes. So that one's off the table. Like, I think I can't compromise on that. I can't even come up with one. But like for guns, what would you give up? Because a gun, like, there's something I may give up for that, but it's not like I think what they think it would be.
I really can't think of anything because all of their shits are just too crazy.
It's too extreme.
It's too crazy.
Even on something like, that's why I was bringing up the abortion thing, because it's even something where guns, you can go, okay, let me think of that. Let me think of something. I could like give up something. What, healthcare?
Universal
I don't trust
healthcare?
them. I really don't trust them with that.
Do you see how that works in Canada? It's not the best. They come here.
It can't be immigration.
Can't be immigration. No, absolutely not.
I guess the easier question would be, what is one like principle that the Democratic Party stands for that you can go, okay, I can get behind that. I guess the word would be an axiom. Good word for a mulatto.
Good word. Good word.
What's one axiom?
Lisa Marie said free bus fare.
Free bus fare? Maybe free something?
Okay, maybe free college paid by the taxpayers. Free college for everybody. That's something they want, right?
Yeah, but
then
to give up guns,
we would have to foot the bill. Yeah, so they would never touch guns again, and everybody gets free college. I'd give that up. If I have to pay a little bit of my taxes, just a little bit more, for y'all to never ever bring up guns again. Yeah, I'll do that.
But then this is where I go, and I could just be being like, unreasonable.
I'm trying to find some ground here. Go ahead.
How about we have both? We'll keep our guns. And you could pay for your own fucking college.
Because we have guns and you can't make me pay for it. All right.
No, I get you though. Like, if we're going to be fair, if we're going to compromise.
I'm trying to think of something
maybe
that they would want, right? That I would be okay with. I can't do the baby shit.
It's such a big.
I can't do the trans shit because that's just, you know what I mean? Like,
you're being super fair. I get you.
I have to think of something.
It's such a big part of the economy though. Like like the debt. I mean,
so it wouldn't. I think we should move from instead of a loan instead of a loan payback formula, it should be like a pay-in formula. Like, so everybody who graduates from college and gets a job in their profession puts into a stipend, and that stipend goes back to the taxpayer. At some point, it wouldn't be an immediate relief, but again, they would be paying back into their. So it's not them paying a loan, because loans, they have terms. You have to pay. If you don't pay, you get credit strikes. It's literally them required to put in this set amount of money for this amount of time from their profession that they got a job. That's a stipulation. They got to get a job in that profession, and once they're making that money, they should be able to afford to pay the citizens back who put the money in. I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And then there's a fund kind of like built up from the repaid. College.
And that goes back to.
I feel like it's a lot of middleman work.
Listen, there's going to be there might be a little Somalian hands moving some money, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
This is the problem that I have with it inevitably.
Okay.
And it's my problem with college inevitably is it's return of investment.
Okay.
We're going through all of that for not much of a return.
Hear me out. So
they're not producing the brightest and the best.
Hear me
is
out.
What I'm saying.
So the free college would only work if you're going for a practical degree. If you're going for a
trade, would you throw trades in there?
Yes, absolutely. I would throw a trade in there. If you're going for a trade or a degree in something that's going to, actually put back into society, like doctor, lawyer, criminal justice, things of that nature, you're going to get the stipend. If you're going for fucking social studies or fucking transgender magnification or whatever the fuck they call it, if you're going for any of that bullshit.
Did you say mog?
Yeah.
Mogging. Transgender mogging.
Transgender mogging. If you're going to school for transgender mogging, you do not get anything. You pay for that out of your own pocket. I think that's how we do it.
I don't know. I guess you're right in terms of if we're giving up guns or no, we're keeping our guns for all of that.
Yeah,
but
and they never have to touch guns again. I think that's fair.
It's just that's why, and this conversation is the perfect example of why I look at the elections as just power grabs now.
Okay,
because like we had to reach to find something, and I still don't like it. And
fuck it, we just need the power so we can do what we want. Fuck it.
You gave actually the perfect example because it's not anything too crazy. They're actually giving up more than us at the end of the day because we have our Second Amendment rights, but we have them now. We're just bitches. Most Americans are bitches and they're scared of guns.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like literally that would be fixed if there was more, some kind of, I don't know, respect for gun culture.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's wrong, but.
No, I think, listen, I never forget, I saw this clip of this white guy. He was saying, hey, if you're an American and you're not carrying a gun every day, you're not doing your civic duty. I believe that. I believe that. Because there should be a gun behind every blade of glass. We don't know who's going to try and cause harm. It doesn't, that Australian shit wouldn't happen here as much if niggas had guns. You see how mass shootings, a lot of that shit happens in places where there's extreme gun control.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a reason for that.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, and that's not to say it can't happen here or anywhere else where guns are loose, but the probability and the frequency of which it happens in places where guns are controlled, the numbers don't align.
Yeah. I mean, you already know I agree with that.
Yeah.
Let me get back on track here, though.
I got you.
So the Democrats, they actually, I think it was this week. It was. They got the numbers in. The Democrats actually have the lowest approval rating, I think, ever right now.
I know at one point they were like at 28%. Are they lower than that?
Yeah, like they lost like 60 something points, which I don't know what that adds up into percentage, but they're down. Like they had like one of the biggest dips they've ever had. So right now, Democrats are more hated than they've ever been. Like, people just don't fucking like the Democrats. Even the Democrats.
Yep.
Trump's approval rating is up. I know we don't really talk about these kind of things, but I'm just trying to show you that, like, this is why I'm making this prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Trump's approval rating is up, especially after the Maduro thing. People fucking love him right now. And also inflation. He brought inflation down. Like it's looking like it's on a decrease.
And the interest rate should be going down as well soon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not to mention the tariffs worked. Like, Trump was right too much, and I think the internet actually has it wrong again. They went back to get no. The internet actually was right. Remember, 2024, the internet basically predicted it
that he was going to win.
Which was easy from our standpoint, but mainstream media had people convinced that he was totally going to lose.
Again.
Right. But I think when I said again, I meant the internet is going back to like being like not like it's losing its credibility. And I think they're going to be wrong about this, the midterms coming up. Yeah. Okay. I think a lot of people are going to be like shocked because they really do believe that Trump is going to lose. Well, the MAGA movement is going to lose. Yeah. And the Democrats are going to win big. I honestly, I don't think that their movements are as big as they think it is.
Yeah, what did they got? Mandani, who didn't know he was going to win?
Well, yeah, that was a given.
Yeah, come on.
That was not a fucking blue wave. One guy beat another guy on his team.
It was a home away game at home. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like shut the fuck up. I honestly I don't buy any of these people. I'm talking about people on our side, the right wingers,
right,
that are turning against Trump. I don't think they have as big of a coalition as they think, and not to mention Trump is the king of building coalitions. So, in fact, they should know they were part of it at one point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the switch went. I mean, I guess it's popular to be anti-Zionist, but I think that's just a crutch. Again, it's the same thing that black people do against white people. It's white people who have Jews.
And that's where it all came from. That's really where it all came from. Mm-hmm. And they just don't want to fucking admit it.